really want the same thing. It's just making the choice to be with the right person to share that.
That's true.
I don't know.
That's very true.
So that book, whatever.
I mean, that's very true. It's just not unfortunate. I mean, nothing is ever unfortunate, because at the end of the day, you'll learn a lesson. So you do have to go through a few bumps in the roads to kind of learn what that is, like what you want, what you don't want. And then you, in the midst of it, you find your sexuality. And, you know, sometimes maybe you would find that, I guess, same sex or different sex relationships, you know, you figure that out as you go along the way. So I'm just tired of society. Like I said, I'm tired of, you know, what society standards are. It's so corny. Like, for me, I want to get rid of that. I'm gonna go per experience. Does that work in today's world now? Like, can I do things like that?
Yes, do it. Live your life. Love who you want to love. If you want to have sex with girls, guys,
Yeah,
you know, people that are transgender, do it. Who cares?
That's how I am. I date off of how I feel. I think when we were Jay, when we were off of recording one time, we kind of jumped into it. That's me. If I have a feeling towards you, I say that I am not gay, that, you know, that I'm not a homosexual or whatever, lesbian, but I share experience. I dated someone that was transgender before. Why? Because I felt the vibe with that person. You know, so I've always been open when it comes to dating. Whoever you are, you can be any nationality. If I feel a vibe with you, I'm going to date you. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's how I date. I date off of my feelings. If I like you, I like you. I don't care what people think. I date how I want to date.
I like that. That's how it should be. Why put a label on it? I'm so over labels. I feel like my whole life, I mean, me personally, my whole life, like I thought I've been with women before. Like I had a serious girlfriend in high school, and I could be with a woman sexually, like I could still have fun, you know what I mean? But I prefer a connection with the man. But would I ever rule out having, you know, dating a woman in the future? Probably not. Like I don't know. I mean, I like to assume the more feminine role in a relationship, but sometimes you could date a woman that's more masculine. I've even hung, I've even talked to like a lesbian who was more on the masculine side before. There's just because I just was interested, and we had, like Natasha said, it was a vibe. So I think that sexuality and the labels are so overrated. It's a spectrum. Not everyone, I mean, there are people that are 100% straight, but I feel like everyone is a little bit gay. You know, it's just, that's just how it is. He's laughing.
Hey, I got a question for Natasha.
Yes.
So you say you date off of feelings, right?
Yes.
So if you're feeling somebody on Monday and you don't feel
It's
them
not
on
like that. No.
Friday,
No. For example, so even with one guy that I dated that was Israeli, he was into some other stuff that I wasn't into, introduced me to some things. But even when I dated him, it was, I liked him for the person that he was. We vibed off of, huh?
So personality and vibe.
And personality and vibes. And even the person that was transgender, when it was met them on a dating site, and the first phone call, they told me, hey, I'm transgender. So I had the choice immediately to either, okay, I'm not going to get to know you, I'm just going to stay away. And we were friends, we communicated, and I was like, you know what, you're a cool person. And when we hung out, we vibed, we enjoyed being around each other. Even that, like now we're friends, we're not good as in a relationship, but we just really had that vibe. We got along, we laughed, we really enjoyed each other. And I mean, nobody knew that he was female to male, because if you see him, he has a full beard, everything. But that was something that I had learned to deal with, and we dated off and on for about a year.
Nah, see, I got stipulations.
I think it's different for guys though.
I can't date an atheist. Like, it's stipulations to a lot of shit. Like,
But even with me, okay, so you just said atheist, right? So let me throw something out. When I date, I usually don't tell what my religion is, but I'm Jewish. And I go to church. I've been to church. I grew up in church. My stepfather, he was a pastor. So if you don't ask me, you'll assume that I'm a Christian because I'll sit, have my hands up, holy, 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 pray. I probably know the Bible better than everybody else, but people don't know until they open up and say something. And then it's like, oh, I assumed. Well, you assume because you assume just knowing, looking on the outside instead of getting to know me. And that's what a lot of people do. You can't say you can't date anybody unless you actually get to know them, because some people, like with me, I don't put my religion out because of how some Christians are. Oh, I don't date because of this. So I won't say anything, and I purposely won't say anything.
Look,
I go to church with you.
like, you can have the dopest personality, but if you're atheist and you cannot believe in something, I just can't, because I guess
believe in something, but it's not what we believe in. I mean, I'm not atheist, so I can't, contest for them, but I've met people that are atheists. And like this one lady that I met, she was cooler than anybody I knew.
Yeah. Because there's none of that heaviness.
Yep,
exactly. So that's why they're cool.
The structure of what you're supposed to believe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have any obligations on what they really believe on. So that's cool. But I just know for me, like, I believe in God, whatever you believe in a higher power, but I believe that it's somebody in the universe doing something. And there's people that don't, and I just can't.
I think religion does play a part in
like
having issues. Wound up being that he was gay. I'll send it to you. I was
Nah, we're out.
And I've been gay my whole life, but you got people out there that's like, oh yeah, this is a thing to do. It's not the thing to do. Do you really feel that way? I don't think that I'm wrong for being
at the end of that conversation. So now,
you know what I'm saying? You can't say you can't have a gay person in the house. I don't believe in a lot of gay things. You feel me? And I'm a lesbian. I'm gay. I don't believe in a lot of gay things. I'm just saying in general. You said there should be a gay person in the household. No, I don't believe that.
I'm just saying, not in every household, guys.
So until next week. Well, you guys, as you can tell, that the sun has gone down on my end, so my lighting is signaling that it's time to go. So until next week, you guys are always a great conversation every week, and thank you to everybody that shows up every single time. I appreciate and love every single one of you. So with that said, I'm going to see you guys again next week. I'm going to send you guys, I have some of your emails, or I'll get it from you, but I want to send you guys a survey just to kind of get a better understanding of the show. So when you get it, if you could do me a favor and go ahead and fill it out and then send it back to me, that would be great. And if you have any further questions, comments, or concerns, you could always email it to GNI, the show that's not a show, @gmail.com.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So stay blessed, stay safe as always, and I'll see you guys next week. All right? Bye.
Is there after party or no?
Nah, we're out.